day everyone. So for today's video, we will be talking about simple interest. So the following are the terms to remember when we talk about simple interest. Okay, the first one is the simple interest denoted by capital letter I. So the interest that is computed on the principal. The interest remains constant throughout the term. Next is lender or creditor. This is the person or institution who invests the money or makes the funds available. So sa madaling sabi, when we talk about lender or creditor, this is the investor. Next is borrower or debtor. Person or institution who owes the money or avails of the funds from the lender. So, when we talk about borrower or debtor, sila yung mga tao or institution na kumukuha ng pera sa lender or creditor. Okay, another term is origin or loan date. Okay, date on which the money is received by the borrower. Okay, next is repayment date or maturity date. Okay, date on which the money borrowed or loan is to be completely repaid. Ito yung petsa na nag-agree ang borrower at saka lender na i-repay ng borrower ang hiniram na money. Next is time or term. It's expressed in letter T. It is the amount of time in years the money is borrowed or invested. Length of time between the origin and the maturity date. So sa madaling sabi, when we talk about time or term, so hanggang kailan i-repay ng borrower ang money. It is expressed in years. So remember, it is expressed in years. So if it is given in months, so we need to convert it into years. Okay, another term is principal. This is the amount of money borrowed or invested on the origin date. Next is rate expressed in R. This annual rate, usually in percent, charged by the lender or rate of increase of the investment. Okay, so it is expressed in percent. It is the rate given by the lender to the borrower. Next is interest. This is the amount paid or earned for the use of money. So ito yung amount na madagdag sa principal on the maturity date. Next is maturity value or future value, denoted by letter F. Is the amount after T years that the lender receives from the borrower on the maturity date. So this is the principal plus the accumulated interest or the maturity value or future value. Okay, in order to compute for the interest, particularly the simple, so we need to use the following formula. So the formula in finding the simple interest is I is equal to P times R times T, where I refers to the interest paid, P is the principal amount of money invested or borrowed, R is the annual interest rate, and T is the time expressed in years. Okay, so we have here an example number 1, solving for the interest. So if you invested 200 pesos in an account that paid simple interest of 4%, find the interest earned after 1.5 years. So this is how are we going to solve this problem. So first is identify the given. So P or the principal, so we have 200 pesos. So the rate is 4%. So we need to convert the percentage into decimal before we substitute it in the formula. So to get 0.04, that is 4 divided by 100. So 4 divided by 100, that is 0.04. And our t, or the term, is 1.5 because the term is 1.5 years. So using the formula, I is equal to P times R times T. So the unknown variable here is I because we need to solve for the interest. So simply substitute the value. So our principal is 200. Our rate is 0.04. And our term, or T, is 1.5. So 200 times 0.04 times 1.5, that will give us 12. So hence, the interest earned after 1.5 years is 12 pesos. Example number 2, solving for the time. Okay, if you invested 300 pesos in an account that paid simple interest, find how long you need to leave it in at 4% interest to make 15 pesos. So the question is, hanggang kailan mo ilagay ang 300 pesos para magkaroon siya ng interest na 15 pesos at a rate of 4%. So here is the solution. So given the principal is 300 pesos, rate is 4% or 0.04, and the interest is 15. So still we are going to utilize the formula I is equal to P times R times T. So since I is given, so we need to substitute I is equal to 15 equals the principal, which is 300, times R, that is 0.04. Since the time is not given, so T now is the unknown variable. So simplifying, so copy 15 is equal to 300 times 0.04, that will give us 12, and then copy the variable T. So to find the value of T, we need to divide both sides by 12. So 15 divided by 12, that is 1.25, is equal to T. So hence, it takes 1.25 years to make up an interest of 15 pesos. Example number 3, calculating for the future value. So for example, if you invested 200 pesos in an account that paid simple interest of 4%, find the maturity value after 1.5 years. So here is the solution. So given the principal is 200, the rate is 4% or 0.04, and the term is 1.5. So to find the future value, we need to use the formula F is equal to P times 1 plus R times T, or future value is equal to the principal times the quantity of 1 plus rate times time. Okay, so substitute the value. So F is equal to, the principal is 200 times the quantity of 1 plus our rate is 0.04 times the time 1.5. Okay, so we have F is equal to 200, then 1 plus 0.04 times 1.5, that will give us 0.06. Then 1 plus 0.06, that will give us 1.06. So 200 plus 1.06, that is 212. So hence, the future value after 1.5 years is 212 pesos.